And transition, and here we are, folks. Welcome back to Dying of Exsanguination presents Curse of Strahd. I am your game mommy, and I am joined by my friends, not competitors, the Wonderful Strahd Quad. Say hello, Strahd Quad.
Hello,
Strahd Quad.
We are back after a harrowing reality TV show competition of The Bachelor turned fight with some very excellent little moves, quick moves, some great confessions, some clever play, and turning out that Irina chose Mwezi-Mwezi as their match, and put to bed the recurring annual curse of the church in the village of Barovia. And we return literally right where we left off. I'm going to put some easygoing background music on.
Oh.
Someone. This my immortal ass piano line. Sure. Father, all of you see the cemetery that you have just released from its curse. All of you have resolved the Barovian Bachelor problem. Irina looks at all of you, kind of crosses her arms and goes, okay, we can now bury Father and have Father bury Father, so that and then announce that Ismark is going to be new Burgomeister of Barovia, of the village.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
What I mean, this happened annually, but what kind of thing?
Yeah. Basically,
I don't know.
so yeah.
Some kind of competition to... I don't know. Just unfinished business, it seems like.
Unfinished
generally.
business is a very common...
Okay.
What this word? Story trope of Barovia. There's a tale we can all tell. Like, I believe I am part of some unfinished business. Ismark has no business to be finished, but I am sure that he will come up with something. I'm sure that there's chance, if not buried correctly, that our father, Golion, would consider his business unfinished.
What was his business?
His business was trying to make village of Barovia most livable it can be in said environs.
Oh, that doesn't seem like a business I can help with.
Well,
I said... I don't remember what I said.
Sorry.
so we should...
no, it's okay.
We should go back, collect up Ismark, make announcement that Golion has passed, and that the new Burgomeister will take his place. Then we should probably get you all to Madame Eva to begin your quest to maybe release us from Strahd. You see, Belladonna, you seem pretty determined for a local on this one. You know this is not very successful process.
Yes, but it is failure until it succeeds. One of us will have to succeed eventually, and we have a cleric here of the beautiful sun god who is left us and will maybe be convinced to come back, perhaps. We do not know. This is the first time I've seen Priest of Lysander here.
Yep. Do you think, Esther, that you can convince Morning Lord to no longer ignore this place and forgive us for whatever it is we did to force him into abandoning us?
Very convincing. It's gonna be... You will be saved, I promise.
I feel like it is not responsible for you to promise those things, but I appreciate your optimism, and all of you are okay with dying, yes? Like, the likelihood that dying is high. Arguably
I mean,
100%.
again, we have discussed this, but again, also remember, you are going to die here. If that is going to happen, unless we do this. Either what you are trapped forever means until you die. So.
Yep. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And I don't think we'll die.
Yeah.
Not if we win. So let's just do that then.
All right.
Simple as.
Shall we go collect up my brother then?
Yes, let's.
The group of you head out of the church, most directly back to the Burgomeister's mansion, and back into the village proper, and you find when you arrive at the mansion, nothing is perturbed or anything like that. There is no further sign of break-in than the one you yourself left, but Ismark is not there anymore. He's not still staring into the middle distance where he last was when you left him. And Arena's like, Ismark, are you in bathroom? Where are you, Ismark? Oh, do not make me go down to your workout room. It is not good down there.
Steve, can I smell him?
Yeah, give me a perception check with advantage on that.
Oh, shoot, I haven't even grabbed my
Oh, yeah.
my dice. That would be 19.
I mean, you can smell his workout room, but you also can tell that he's not in the rest of the house, and he's probably not in his workout room because you don't hear any sounds down there.
I do not think he is here, Cousin Eileen. I do not smell him.
Can you smell where he went?
I can try.
There is no need to smell where he went. I know where he is. If he is not here, he's in one other place. He's in what is it called? I am not saying this. I know what it is called off top of head. He is probably in Blood Divine in Tavern.
Yeah.
That is where he's spent most of the time. I am sure he assumes that we have died in our efforts because that is a safe assumption. And so he's probably already grieving me and lightly, but not as dramatically grieving the rest of you since you just met. But we can give him happy surprise. Shall we?
Sure. As long as we don't phrase it that way, yes.
Happy? No. Why no phrase happy surprise? What is wrong? Do you not like surprises? Kat?
Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. Let's go give him a surprise.
Okay. And Arena guides you over toward the Blood of the Vine or Blood O the Vine. It isn't O apostrophe. It's just the F has faded off of the side. So it's still there. It's about a 60-foot square staunch building. That the outside looks relatively as taken care of as anywhere else in this village. And you can hear the sound of music inside quietly coming through the doorway as you all approach. Is there... Arena looks back and is like, okay, you have, this is probably good. You should see that it is not all, Barovian knocks and friendship at the tip of the sword and those sort of things here. There are other sides of the village beyond this. And you begin your way into the tavern. As you approach the tavern and open up the door, the music becomes more apparent. As you can see in the corner, right where you enter on the left-hand side, is a very large conical device spinning a record. All of you are familiar with audiophones, and this is indeed an audiophone turning, as you can see Ismark in a cleared section, not a dance floor officially, but an area that has had the chairs and tables kind of pushed to the side, or pushed away from it to create a dance floor, dancing with some homespun sort of linen attired casual attired woman, as another older couple is also on the dance floor, sort of embraced, hands on hips, shoulders and steps in glide with each other. There's a gentleman behind the bar, a few older ladies at a corner there. You could tell this place used to be nice. That's the problem with the village of Barovia, is that a lot of that character is unfortunately haunting the buildings currently.
How full is it?
Not very. There's a couple people at the actual bar. One table is filled up with three really colorfully dressed, kind of like middle-aged to older women at it. And then there's, the older couple that's dancing, and Ismark and the other Barovian villager that are currently dancing. He is distracted with that, so he does not see you all when you come in. The gentleman at the bar is your most classic barkeep. Absolutely rubbing a glass with a rag, cleaning a glass with a rag, mustache, center part haired, arm cuffs, suspenders. Like leaning on it with an elbow. Doesn't say hi to you. Is just sort of kind of watching the two current couples dance.
Is Ismark anywhere around there?
Yeah, Ismark's one of the dancers.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at what's her name for cues here.
Arena?
Yeah, Arena.
Well, I
don't know about the rest.
Yeah, did any of you do anything before Arena says or guides you to do anything? You're all welcome.
I will ask Esther, pointing at the phonograph. I mean, this is the thing that has the sound plate, right?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got it right.
My sister has told me about these, but I've never seen one.
They're very exciting. You hear that music?
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Esther, as you even gently begin moving your shoulders to this, I need you to give me a wisdom save, please.
Huh.
Oh, I can't wait to fail. That sounds so fun. Oh, and I do. Wonderful. What's my wisdom? A +4. I have a 7.
All right. Odd question. Is as like an odd question, just outright ask. Is you've had multiple husbands, and so we can presume that Esther is at least somewhat attracted to men, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. One of the gentlemen at the bar, the moment you start moving your shoulders, kind of happens to look in your direction, and he's a handsome man. He looks a little bit like your fourth husband. Big strapping guy. Definitely does a physical labor job, and he just gets up from the bar, grabs grabbing 2 glasses of wine, and comes up just directly to Esther. This obviously takes a handful of seconds if there's anything anyone else wants to do as this stranger is just approaching you all.
Scratch is just watching.
I'll only say, perhaps I will dance later. We are supposed to focus.
Sure.
This man with a handlebar mustache just smiles and is like, well, you're new in town. Seems like the music has got you too. Would you care to dance? It is extremely hard to resist his offer right now, regardless of whether or not it makes sense for you.
Has anyone ever told you you look like their fourth husband?
You know what? He goes, well, I don't know what your current count is to, but I'd love to be the next number as well. And then he just hands Esther a glass. This is a 28-year-old man hitting on Esther. Like, he is absolutely, this is a prime time lad, just like fully in.
Does Belladonna know this lad? Like, being from the town
Give me a
and
roll
being
for it.
very, very familiar somebody with the bar as somebody who
Yeah, give me a roll for
literally
it. And not a high DC.
who's a regular
And, you know, it's likely anyone that frequents
I unpacked my dice and then I did not bring them over to my table. Sorry.
You can do like a history check or a history check would be this, or you can just roll flat d20 if a history would give you a negative.
I just need to open my character sheet because I don't have my physical dice to roll. Okay, sorry, you said history or
if history gives you a negative, you can just roll flat to d20. I can't remember.
Okay,
if history is negative.
No, my history is 0, but
yeah. Okay, so it's the same. With advantage though. Sorry.
With advantage, good. Oh yeah, because I rolled a nat 1 on one of those. 10.
Yeah, this is Peter. Pietor.
Pietor?
Yeah. But it's spelled Peter. It's Peter. It's just everyone pronounces it Pietor.
Pietor.
Because
And they do this
of the
with
curse.
their hands.
Pietor. Because of the curse. Everyone has an
Pietor's curse. The curse chosen specifically for Pietor.
But yeah, this is Pietor. And
Does he do that a lot?
No, he doesn't do this a lot. He's not a playboy. He is just a guy he is the definition of he's just a man. He's just another man in Barovia.
Just a man in Barovia.
Yeah, like
find them
just
at bars.
my type.
Yeah, he's just a guy. He's not bad to look at. But he doesn't have like a girlfriend or a wife that you know of. He's part of a family.
Some sort of scoundrel.
No.
Okay.
No, he's just a regular dude.
He's just a guy. Okay. Belladonna
Not a heartbreaker.
continues to just kind of glare around the bar.
What? I just want to say that as soon as Scratch sees like the dude come over and start talking Esther up, Scratch kind of looks around and just starts dancing too.
Roll me a wisdom save, Scratch.
All right.
Oh, be
what's
careful, Scratch. People
That's a-
find love here.
But I hear Barovia's famous for that. 9.
9. That is not a DC 10. Scratch, you start dancing, and the other person at the bar that was sitting at the bar happens to look over at that time. Scratch, I described Pietor. What does this other person at the bar look like that would be appealing to Scratch right now?
Okay, so it's supposed to be somewhat appealing to Scratch?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The way Scratch is, probably just the way the dude looks. She don't care. At night, all cats are gray, as she likes to say.
So, the most Steve Buscemi looking motherfucker you've ever seen comes up, which is an
yes,
aesthetic.
Please.
It is an aesthetic.
Oh,
Like that
yes.
is not
Hello,
me saying.
fellow kids.
He comes up, and in exactly the right energy, he just looks at you and he's like, "Hey,
Hey.
hey,
I like your eyes. You got pretty eyes.
I like your
I love how they
fur.
bulge out of your head.
Yeah. I like your fur and everything about it."
Yeah, you want? All right, so as we
want to two-step on over that way.
would I, and then she dances off with him.
All right, so now Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna, Scratch and Esther have moved to the dance floor with their two dancing companions. Ismark is also on the dance floor, as well as this older couple. What do you two do?
Sister Belladonna, Sister Irina, should we be doing this now? It looks fun, but
I mean, you feel free to dance if you like to, but it is not mandatory to do so. Seems they are drawn very particularly, and music not that good, so that is strange. So is Pieter and Ethel. That is also Ethel, Esther, whatever our friend's name is. I'm thrown.
okay then. I'm
And again, so that this isn't super usual in general, that the music kind of has like this much of a vibe to it.
Yeah, you know, so you recognize, because you own a meadery, you recognize this is music that you might hear when you've occasionally gone to the Wizard of Wines winery. But not something that's like super common to Barovia. It's, at least now, it's not the in fashion music of the now. And everything. If you want to, roll like a perception or an arcana or an insight check or something like that. Both Belladonna and Mwezi-Mwezi, you can both do this because they are acting suspiciously. Scratch and Esther, you're having a great time. These guys are good at dancing, and
what were the skill
Esther's
options
full
again?
white girl dancing, just arms in the air, just perception,
want to point out
arcana,
that-
insight, any of those things.
Okay. Let's give me roll first. That is a 16. I want to point out that Mwezi-Mwezi wants to dance. He would love nothing more. But no, something is wrong.
Adjusted 20 for Belladonna.
Okay, 20 on which skill, Belladonna, and 16 on which skill, Mwezi-Mwezi?
I did insight.
Insight.
I don't remember now. Double check.
I don't think I can justify a nature.
You just did an investigation.
It could be investigation, arcana, or perception. Any of those. Whatever's
Same
higher.
difference.
Yeah, I said I got an 18.
18? On which of those?
Sorry, I got an adjusted 20 on the investigation.
Oh, on the investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
So
adjusted 20 on investigation.
You, Belladonna, without making sure to not dance in this case, due to the suspicions you might have, walk over, and you can see that the music plate, as Mwezi-Mwezi described it, is indeed branded as a Wizard of Wine, Wizard of Wine tavern tunes, and you see the sleeve that it comes in, and the sleeve has the advertisement. Guaranteed to get your patrons dancing and prancing, and you suspect, without having to do an Arcana check, that
this is magical.
Yeah, there's like a little small low-level magical field to it that is encouraging it. It is the Wizard of Wines things, and they aren't called that because they're not magicians. Mwezi-Mwezi, you actually, well, Belladonna is looking at this, you actually clock the thing that does not look like anything here, which is the three kind of brightly colored, brightly dressed ladies who have been sort of glancing at the dancers, kind of nodding, and nodding a little bit in approval. One of them is tapping their feet, but they are not going onto the dance floor. And now, pretty much, other than you two and Arena, it's just those three and the bartender. Everyone else is dancing. I think the only other thing I'll let you all know is that even though it looks like everyone's engaged, everyone has like a little bit of lack of focus in their eyes that's dancing. Like you can tell that they're not like focused up. Esther and Scratch, hard to track what a giant feline's eyes would look like in general when they're paying attention versus not. They kind of have that glassy stare regardless, but yeah, just a little bit of that. So that is what you have all gained. There's a little bit of a magic spell to encourage dancing. There's a few people around a table that seem to be watching this happen.
So I am gonna go. I am going to try to casually walk back over to Belladonna and Irina, and without being seen or people knowing that, to indicate the three women. But
I don't think you need to roll for this. They're not really watching you that closely, so I think you can just kind of nod over.
Okay. I think perhaps the...
Yeah, I'd like to try to maybe move in closer to where they are and find a table and try to drop some eaves on these suspicious characters.
I have a funny idea. I don't know if I want to do it.
I encourage you to do it. But
then very loudly, Mwezi is going to go, "Oh yes, Sister Irina, we will find the table, Sister, for us, Sister Belladonna, and not and go over there like very. I'm trying to get a skill roll on something I'm bad at.
You're not getting it yet. Actually, yeah. Give me a deception check for Mwezi-Mwezi and a performance check for good old Belladonna.
Yay! I'm okay at that.
I would imagine. I hope.
An 8.
8. That's not a great deception check, Mwezi-Mwezi.
14.
14.
Performance.
Better performance. It averages out to about an 11.
I'm gonna let you say it like that.
You sit down at the table. Belladonna, you recognize the attire of these women immediately. These are Vistani women. The big key with Vistani, and why they're so recognizable across all of Barovia is that they're so much more brightly colored than everyone in Barovia. Barovia's got a lot of muted tones, a lot of grays, a lot of blues, a lot of tans. Vistani have a lot of like woad-dyed blue, like richer blues and reds and purples and bright yellows to them. A lot of big primary bold colors. All of these women, the best way that I can describe it is they're all in like classic, almost like A-cut or pencil cut 1940s to 50s era like dresses. They've got like little cap sleeves and big bold buttons down on the center of the dresses. Some of them have their hair up in some fine stylings. One of them has what to most of the group would look kind of like a veil, but is actually just like a decorative hairnet that kind of swooshes over the top. Doesn't fully encase the hair, is just sort of like a decorative piece with some small jewels around it. And I'm gonna roll to see if they now do this. So Belladonna, you recognize Vistani, though you don't recognize these three specifically. 18. Okay. You sit down. They don't do anything, but their conversation just stops the moment you sit down, and one of them just like looks at Mwezi-Mwezi, Belladonna, and Irina sitting down. Yes?
I always am curious to see what it is you see. You are watching. I like to watch. What is it you see tonight?
Oh, I don't see that much, dearie. I just see some youngins having fun.
Esther is not young.
Young at heart. Young at heart. But I think
Well, that is still a very good thing to see, is it not? Especially in these parts.
I mean, we do our best to try and bring some fun times to all of you, you know. But I think it's best for me and my sisters to be heading out. Sorry we can't stay longer. And they all kind of push in their wine glasses and begin to stand up, pulling up their like little handbag purses with their little clutches and clutches, putting them away. One of them literally pulling out a combat pact and touching up her makeup a little bit, and then closing it, putting it back into her purse. All right. You keep cleaning those glasses, Eric. And the bartender just sort of nods, a little bit confused, and the three women start making their way out of...
Belladonna will turn and glare at Eric.
Eric looks at Belladonna. What is it?
How dare you stand where he stood? Just stuff for nobody else. No, I doubt Eric even knows. Just glaring at Eric.
Eric's just like, do you want food?
Yes.
It's not the same.
There's food, like maybe you have grumpy face cause hangry. I have 3 options: gruel, stew.
No, you have actually 4 options. 4th option, I don't know what other 3 are. 4th option, you not talk about my face.
Okay. Gruel, stew, or slurry of gruel and stew.
That's the house special.
Stews are always good.
Stew, okay. Stew. Stew around table or someone want to grill your dancing friends? Well, I suppose. Oh, they're gone now. Hold on. And Eric walks out from the bar and goes over to the audiophone, lifts up the needle, and the music stops. And suddenly, Scratch, you're standing in front of a gentleman that looks just like Steve Buscemi. And Esther, you're standing in front of a very broad-shouldered, very large, relatively handsome man that looks like your fourth husband, with a handlebar mustache. And they look at you both, and and Steve Buscemi looks at you being a cat and is like, I could do. Do you need a drink?
Boy, do I.
All right.
She like puts her arm out but up at a big angle,
Yeah.
because she's short.
I mean, I do like a lady that makes me feel tall. That's for sure. And then Piotr looks at Esther and looks at Esther and it's like, you are a very good dancer. You surprisingly dexterous.
Just buttering me up. I know I can't dance. It's all good.
Piotr almost says something, stops himself, blushes. I have to go to work, and then Piotr just leaves. Leaves unceremoniously away from Esther.
Awkward Peter.
What time is it?
It is like 11
AM or PM?
a.m. It's brunch time.
Peruvian brunch.
So Eric returns back from the from the thing. I have to leave it on for them. When they prefer music in background. I apologize. Stools all around. Anyone want porridge or swirl?
I'll take porridge.
Porridge.
I had the squirrel. Give me the squirrel.
No, not squirrel. Swirl is porridge and stew mix.
No.
Okay. Porridge, stew. Miss, looking at Esther.
I'll take a swirl, and you don't even have to apologize for the music. In fact, turn it back on whenever you want.
I do not enjoy the music. It's not in my taste.
Are you just listening to that same record every day, all day?
It is literally 4 songs that repeat on loop.
Yeah, I'd hate that too.
Yes, I do not enjoy. You are new to Barovia. My condolences. Not you, Belladonna. Obviously, I know that you are not new. But to the 3 that are there. Stews, do you want... We have some of Belladonna's ale or mead. We have ale. We have wine. What do you want?
You know, I haven't tried any of Belladonna's mead yet. I would love some of that.
All right.
Did you say you have vine?
Wine.
Oh.
That is not the easiest thing for me to say. I seem to have fleeting memories in a past life of being able to enunciate wine correctly, but hundreds of years since.
My bad, dearie. I'm still learning the dialect.
It's okay. I appreciate that you asked for clarity. Belladonna, since it is your mead, I charge. I no charge. What do you want?
No charge
Okay.
for my friends. They would be having mead at my home for free anyway.
Okay, I figured that's why I ask. But I do charge for stew. Copper. Or swirl. Or all of it. Copper each.
I will.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a copy.
No,
Yeah,
Belladonna didn't get
same.
any food, but Belladonna will pay a copper as a tip for his.
His efforts. Okay.
Yeah.
Um
Because even if you hate the bartender, you tip 20%.
so, it's correct. Service industry life. So it's the four of you, Arena, and Steve Buscemi, who's just canonically named Steve Buscemi in this.
It's really actual our world, Steve Buscemi.
It's like I
Won't
just
tell us how he got here, but it's Barovia, so any fucking thing could have
Steve
happened.
Buscemi is sitting there, reading some book, and it's like,
Also, what would you like, Steve?
Steve Buscemi looks at you.
I got the chills from that way more than the creepy sex stuff. You said that like you were introducing him to your parents too early. I hated it.
Well, that's the thing. It actually so when Steve mentioned that Steve was sitting there, I was struck with this very particular vision of what it was like, the energy and everything. And yeah, it's kind of like that because it's like we got this fucking rando hanging out with the party. It's like, oh yeah, here's this guy I met on the dance floor. He's just gonna hang out while we talk business, And while Steve's just sitting there and while she's talking to him, Scratch is coming on, she's being hella strong, hella obvious. She's got a hand on his leg, kind of rubbing it back and forth and everything.
Yeah.
That kind of energy. But yeah. So what do you want, darling?
Well, I mean, I could go for some stew. So yeah, I'll take a stew if you're buying, sweetie.
You want a mead?
Yeah, I'll take a mead.
Alrighty. And then she tosses a couple copper for those. Well, not tosses,
Yeah. You do toss it. Eric expertly grabs them out of the air as a trained bartender that constantly gets coins thrown in his direction, like a monk deflecting a missile. Steve's like, so we gonna hang out here long, or am I gonna take you back to my place?
We got to figure out what we're doing here, but don't worry, we'll figure something out.
All right, I'll just
Just
color in my book. And
all right.
pulls out a coloring. He pulls out a bunch of loosely bound sheets of parchment and some busted colored wax sticks, and just starts coloring on the thing.
Anyone who's watching Scratch's face when this happens sees her grin kind of freeze for just a moment, and then she just kind of shrugs and is like, all right.
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to decide where this is going. This is pretty great. Poor Steve.
Well, fortunately,
IRL Steve and Mr. Buscemi.
Fortunately, you don't have to wait too long, because now that the dancing has settled down, even though he lingered for a bit, Ismark's attentions are no longer distracted by the other woman he was dancing with. The two older people go back to sit at their little two-top that were dancing there, and Ismark goes, "Oh, look! It is welcome. You come for a happy hour. Yes. I see you're already seated. Hi, Arena. Hi, Arena's friends, whose name, Belladonna, I know. Mwezi-Mwezi and Esther and Kat. Scratch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. So did you, how did the church go? Did you have fun at church?
Yeah,
Looking
it was very
around
fun.
subversively, like he has to keep it the secret.
It was very fun. It's probably a good thing you didn't come.
Why is good thing I don't come?
Because you probably would have ended up a contestant for your sister's affections.
What? And Arena's like, do
story.
not ask. But it's a strangely accurate statement. You still would have lost the Mwezi-Mwezi though, so it's okay.
Would have been bad TV the whole time though.
I don't know what you are talking about, but it seems so. It is done. You have lifted curse on cemetery.
Yes,
Okay,
we have
guys,
lifted the perpetual curse of exploitative mechanics in media game shows in this one particular instance.
Okay.
I don't know what next season is going to look like or if they're renewing or not, but it seems that they are no longer doing it with the host of the Unwilling Dead.
Oh,
So.
okay. Well, that's probably better. Unless you have a particular type, I do not imagine you like bony rotted flesh. So
Well, it's more again a matter of the exploiting their labor and the consent of it all. It was an inhuman rights violation.
You can see that Ismark is immediately confused, and Arena just sort of pats him on the shoulder. So now we can bury Dud, and is the important thing, and announce you as new Burgomeister, Ismark. Are you not enthusiastic?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? And Ismark's like, I don't know if I'm going to be a very good Burgomeister, though. I'm still a little nervous about it. Like, mostly I just did what Dad told me to do. And now he is not here to tell me what to do.
I do not like the up inflection at the end of that sentence. It makes me very frightened as to the message you are taking away from this moment.
What
Oh no, yes, it's just getting higher. I'm getting concerned that now my voice is getting higher from the...
Hold on, let me breathe. Oh, reset. Okay. I am not quite confident at being the Burgomeister. I did not expect to have to take it over for another 10, 20 years. Golian was a healthy man, even in his age. I am a bit
And to
worried.
be fair, I am not often confident you will say it, and here you are. You can defy expectation.
We believe in you.
Your father is there to be talked to.
Do you know how to fight?
Like, yeah, I
To
can...
defend your title?
Yeah, I didn't think about how nobody really challenged the last guy because he was accomplished veteran fight. Someone's going to kill Bismarck so fast.
I need you all to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage as a group.
A group disadvantage. That's insane. What's wrong with you? I say after
between you and Sunfye remind me, the GM, of the lore of how Burgomasters must work in Verona.
That's 20 for 26, and with disadvantage, that is 14.
Okay, what did everyone get? 14 for Belladonna. What did you get, Mwezi-Mwezi?
7.
4 for Scratch, 1 for... Okay, that's a failure. Arena looks at Ismark and sighs heavily as she can, and turns to you. He is going to try and run away. Like, what's going to happen is he is going to just leave before we even
I'm going to tackle him right now. I tackle him.
You
tackle
Ismark?
As soon as she says that he's a flight risk, I tackle him.
Okay, give me an athletics check, but with advantage this time. I know you're not particularly good at athletics, but
Scratch
But
is helping.
I have surprise on him for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the advantage happens. I did not roll very high, so
I got a 17.
you successfully tackle and restrain Ismark as he was slowly beginning to push his chair back, hands lowering to the knees, and moment, and instead gets tackled, form tackled.
I just maul him during his Midwest moment.
Mhm.
A Midwest moment mauling.
And Arena goes, "You cannot leave, Ismark. I am leaving. You are staying. This is how it is go. I am going to join them to go visit Madam Eva. After I get back, then you can decide what you want to do. I will, of course, run things, I guess, from church, if that. But I have to see Madam Eva first. I have to understand why Strahd is, why he is all up in my business, constantly harassing me. So you have to stay, Ismark." And Ismark just sort of nods. It's like, "Of course I'll stay. I was never going to go anywhere. This is my responsibility as father or son of former burgomeister to at least hold the role warm for someone else. And maybe we don't announce till you come back. I do not want to get challenged to die. Or potentially kill someone. Because that's totally an option." And
Oh, yeah, sure. It's an option you could win.
I was not just tackled by someone who looks like strong wind could blow them away. I am strong young man. And Arena's like, as your stew and swirled stew and gruel or porridge or whatever it is, as your slot bowls are put in front of you, meads brought to the table. Arena's like, "We should eat, and then I think we should Ismark, remember game we played when we were young? Father and I would always play with you." And Ismark just nods and then puts his hands over his ears and starts humming. And then Arena goes, "Ismark is we're gonna need to watch him for like a day. So we should do the funeral and stuff, and then we'll head out tomorrow morning to go see Madame Eva. We do not want to travel too late anyway. Nighttime is dangerous, so we eat here, we do a funeral, we make an announcement, we make sure that Ismark is there. Maybe we threaten town that if they try to challenge him for Burgomeister, we come back, kill them, something like that, just to keep him there. And then after we go to Madame Eva, I return and I at least take over until I figure someone out that is more suitable to me." Yes.
I have an idea. You're kind of a badass. How about you just tell them that if anyone tries to duel him and take it, you'll just take it right back.
I mean, I suppose I could do that. I suppose I could.
Yes, just make public statement. Anyone who is dastardly enough to try to, in his vulnerable state, do challenge upon your brother will immediately get challenge backsies from you as a partner of honor.
Classic Barovian challenge backsies.
Honor challenge backsies.
Honor challenge backsies. From the schoolyard to the grave.
That's hard as fuck. I love that. It's so good.
So yeah, I think that is a good advice. I
I'm
will
so
just threaten.
concerned, though. It seems like nobody's really confident in our ability to come back from where we're headed. So is that not just like an empty threat at that point if everyone just thinks we're gonna die?
This is fair.
Well, it's also just sort of general mood of culture. Like everyone's kind of always you go to grocery store, they're like, oh, you even saw Bismarck doing his dancing. We were totally going to be fine. Very small problem to accomplish, deal with. We were coming back same day. And he is drinking like we are already dead. It's just something we do here. Sort of, kind of. I don't think people will still take the like actual threat pretty seriously.
Well,
Just
because
in
they
case.
know that if I do die, I come back almost immediately in body of baby, and then 10 to 15 years, depending on build, I then take my vengeance upon them. So that is like it's either a threat now, or it's threat soon or threat later. So, because someone died, but they come back. That's why we mourn quick and frivolously here, because the usually most people end up being like, oh, hey, Bill, you're back. But you're like a little girl now. Yeah, I think I can do that. But that is good. I should let Town know that I am only going to Mabnameva and then I am coming back. I'm not letting them know why, because they will be worried if they are like, but if Strahd is interested in you, perhaps we tie you up and send you to him, and I do not want that. But I am going to help guide you to your destiny to kill Strahd. They will half-heartedly clap at that, and then then they will and then we should be on our way. That is good. I think so. I think that is good. I need to could you, Belladonna, unhand Ismark, and then I'll tap him on head to let him know earmuffs no longer needed.
Reason I thought I'd already let him go, but he
No.
was doing earmuffs while I was fully like fucking pinning his head to the ground. Oh, that's bad. That's really great. I love it. Okay.
Ismark's
Earmuff.
got too aggressively bottom energy.
He's enjoying it a little too much.
Yeah, it's unclear exactly how he feels, but it's not going to matter because he's just going to be dunked on no matter what.
It's not so much what he says or his face; it's just the subtle way he arched his back.
Ismark unearmuffs his ears and goes, "Okay, so what are you all going to do? You going to enjoy a funeral of my father?"
Enjoy.
Oh, enjoy. Yeah, enjoy might not be word I am inclined to use, but we would be honored to attend, to be there to speak upon at least his memory, or those of us who cannot speak upon his memory, the legacy he has clearly left in his wake.
Okay.
And then we go to the wake. And then Belladonna does a little dance. Knocks Bismarck back over.
Why? Ismark, Arena's like, come on, Ismark, we go do preparations and everything. Few hours cemetery, that will be where service is. We will wait for you to gather. Ismark, you and I need to make announcement to town and everything. All of you go. I don't know, sit here and drink, go sightseeing, whatever. I'll see you in a few hours. I need to go bury my dad. I know I do not express the sadness that I should see, and he will eventually be back, 50-50 chance in like within my lifetime. So like I will probably see him again, but I am still sad for a period of time I do not see him. So I will go arrange this with brother, and then we see you at cemetery at let's say 2:33ish, sometime in that window. Few hours for you to do whatever you like here in Barovia. Enjoy Village, because hopefully last time you see Village until you come back celebrating your defeat of Strahd. Yes.
Hopefully.
That's what I mean. It might take long time. Might be many steps on journey. Might see you again, like in a couple days on many tiered task list.
No, okay,
Killing
okay.
Strahd.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Madame Ava, I suppose, is the one who probably knows closest, but she will not
Seems-
reveal unless you are in her parlor. So, with the
I
cards and
just
the whatnot.
imagine that we need to find like 7 chambers with little shards of his heart. I don't know.
Ugh, no.
Is-
That sounds like turf bullshit. No, but usually there are fated objects. You will be sent on several fetch quests, I am sure. You might
and I
have
will
to
be
teach
sure
a
to
cook.
see you between.
Perhaps, or perhaps I will be. I will mostly once we see Madame Ava, ground myself at church because it seems to be only place I'm not being bothered.
Okay.
But you're welcome to come back and hang out with me and good times party guy Father Donovan. And Arena's just kind of I guess helps Ismark up because he's just been hanging out on the ground after being shoved again. Ismark up and it's like, okay, come on, brother, we go do the things, and you can't hear it, but you can see that Ismark kind of slumps down, and Arena just kind of puts her arm around his shoulder as they begin walking out of the tavern. And now it's you all, an old couple, Steve Buscemi and the bartender.
So, what are we up to right now then? Because I mean,
Belladonna, what are the sights to see in Barovia? Show us your hometown.
He's a lot like other parts of it we've already seen. Lots of skeletons, lots of broken stone arches, a lot of sad people. But I mean, you could come to see Midori. Is there some other task we need to accomplish before an intermediate chore?
we could probably pick up some supplies, find a store or something. And by we, I mean you all, because I might have another chore to do for the next couple hours or so.
Don't hurt Steve Buscemi. He is precious cultural icon of Barovian village.
I'm a volunteer
Oh.
firefighter.
He's the only one. Nobody else will do it.
They're all afraid of
Nobody
fire.
else can.
Scratch is
Nobody
like,
don't
oh,
care.
I didn't know you were a hero.
I mean, I don't like to say that I'm a hero, but
Scratch's hand goes up his thigh.
OSI. Well, seems like my middle name is Chor, and if Scratch doesn't stop him, Steve Buscemi stands up, and then just because Scratch is so small, even though this is canonically Steve Buscemi, he just picks Scratch up and like fireman carries her out to wherever he's gonna go.
Scratch waves by. Like.
And so Steve Buscemi disappears. We'll come back to Steve Buscemi and Scratch in a bit. Triple A-Ron truly living out all of his power fantasies in this game. Finally, you've been able to bed down Steve Buscemi like you've always told me about since the first time we met, Triple A-Ron. It was really weird. It was like, hi, you gave me your name, you gave me the last 4 of your social, and then you went into a long, detailed fantasy about what you wanted to do to Steve Buscemi.
Yep. At that house party.
Yeah, at that house party. At that one house party at our friend's place.
I just need you to know from the bottom of my heart, my day was really bad and it's worse now.
No.
Hey.
Like I was having a hard day and I think I'm I might cry, and I can't tell why, but that's part of it.
Hey, if I can't
Just
make
for like a personal story. That's fucked up, and you made my day worse.
Would you like? Okay, would you like me to stop role playing stripping Steve Buscemi?
No, it's wonderful. Please,
Okay.
please, ruin
Uh,
my life.
uh,
Ruin my life, mommy. I've
hey,
got allergies, and I will take you home anyway. Fine.
Esther, Mwezi-Mwezi, Belladonna. Now with the three of you left at the table and Scratch off to handle business, is there anywhere you want to go, or do you want to just hang out at Blood of the Vine? To be clear, there is only one place on my version of this map that has a name to it that you haven't already been in Barovia, because you already went to the store, you already went to the church, you already went to the cemetery, you've already been to the Burgomeister's mansion, you're at Bloodvine and everything. So there's only one other particular named location. So there's nothing. Belladonna wouldn't have anything like, oh, we can go to this like cool spot or anything like that. But you are welcome to wander.
No nightclub or anything. What's the other named location that I can? Is it something I can think of off the top of my head, or is this
yes, it's something that you would know about. It's an old folk tale of a place from one of the denizens. You heard it when you all came in, the kind of sound of someone sobbing. There's a house called Mad Mary's house that Mad Mary lives at, whose name is just Mary. Sometimes some of the heroes try to help Mary out, and you know that is occasionally things that outsiders will do, is try and help Mary out.
The local quest giver.
Yeah, but I don't know if Belladonna would care too much. Mad Mary is not beloved of the town. She does not really interact with the town very much anymore, other than kind of silently moving through it and weeping at all random hours of the day. And it feels like it's
we all.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal Barovia, right? But yeah. Yeah, so that's the only place.
If we don't have anywhere that like anyone would particularly leap to, I think Esther would be on board with Mwezi-Mwezi and just ask to go see the meadery that you own and work at, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be inclined not to leave Scratch, but Scratch seems content. Yeah,
She'll be okay.
Yeah,
she can take care of it.
You've got enough time to go.
I'll let the bartender know to send or give Scratch instructions, like directions when she.
Oh yeah.
Are they in a motel or like where did they leave to?
They left out the door.
They're not just out the door. They're not like in the.
Well, you're
no
having
idea where they went.
Well, you're having this conversation. Scratch is currently being fireman carried down the streets of Barovia. Steve Buscemi or Steve Buscemi while strolling is like, hey, so I'm not trying to make assumptions, but I assume you're, for lack of a better term, a little bit nasty. Is that correct?
Well, I'm kind of new to these areas, so I'm hesitant to just say yes, but yes.
I mean, if the fact that you're concerned that this area is a little too vanilla for you, then that's a good sign for old Steve Buscemi. And it's like, all right, we could go back to my place it's a house that's right side is crumbling, or I've got a special little spot we could go to.
What's the special spot?
Yeah, maybe, or just looking to fornicate inside the house of God. Is that something that house of a God?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh,
Steve Buscemi walks Scratch back toward the church. He goes, "Okay, I'm gonna put you down now because we got to be quiet. We got to be stealthy. We're gonna go in the back. I don't think Father Donovich would be very happy with us, just busted in and busting, if you will.
Yeah.
And so, let's creep down. There's the cellar on the right hand side. Let's creep down on there, and then we can go up to one of the like rectories, I think is what they're called. I don't know. I'm not a man of faith.
Lead the way.
All right, and so Steve Buscemi leads you into the cellar. I need a stealth check from you, Scratch.
Alrighty. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Using a different die because that one's hard to read.
I am gonna roll. Ooh,
It's like dark red and dark
18. So both of you, doors don't even creak. It's like one of those kind of outdoor kind of like Midwest basement cellar kind of things, where it's dug into the ground to just keep things cool, and also secure. You all step down into there. You can see that there's some dusty old books and tomes and such. And Steve Buscemi kind of slowly lets the door kind of close behind you both, so that it doesn't make too much noise. And then it's like, now, unfortunately, the father doesn't keep a lot of materials on hand in order for us to truly celebrate. But a lot of the old stuffing and bedding in some of the old quarters here is quite plush.
Oh, that'll do. But I mean, really, any surface.
I mean,
or even no surface. How strong are you?
I mean, deceptively strong. I look pretty frail, but that's pretty common here. It's part of why I'm considered a hunk in these parts.
Well then, and then Scratch just kind of like, she kind of like jumps up and like kind of puts her feet up on his waist and like her hands on his shoulder, tries to see if she could like hold her up like that.
He does. No roll necessary. He's got enough strength to do it.
All right.
That means
looks like we're good to go.
Scratch, I need you to roll me
Oh no.
an athletics or acrobatics check with disadvantage as he continues walking you back.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with acrobatics. With disadvantage, that's a 12.
12. All right. And I'm going to roll for him. That is a dirty 20. Scratch,
Wow.
He's got you well in hand, and he is seeming like he's starting to make the moves until you feel another set of hands on you, on your shoulders, peeling you off of him. And he's like, and then you see, as you're getting peeled off of him, you can see Steve Buscemi reach toward a small little bag of coins on the table, and he goes, "Pleasure doing business with you, sir." And then he turns and walks, or power walks, basically, very quickly, gets his thing.
You're fucking dead!
Gets his money, and he goes, gets his money and starts heading back toward the cellar door to go do this. Scratch, I need you. This is the most important roll for you right now. This is just an initiative roll. This is about if you can get. You won't be able to immediately break free, but like you having first action here would be great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is just initiative?
Yep.
All right.
I need you to roll
17.
extremely high. That is not high enough.
Damn.
I will not share my screen, but I did roll a nat 20 on the dice roller. So we Scratch, you hear someone behind you. I told
Never
you
go to a
never
second
to
location.
bring me a cat. Wait, you are person. Good, I am hungry. And we will cut back over to Good Times Meadery visit for the rest of the crew. Never go to a second location. Certainly don't split the party. Not at level 2. In a place that's supposed to be
Well,
bad. Even it's so bad that it's
when-
turned Steve Buscemi bad.
I should have known. I was like, oh, that was too easy. It's too easy for Scratch to get some. Just like, nope, it's never that easy.
Never that easy. I'm not going to spend time on Scratch's sex life.
Yeah, so like when you started doing the scene, there's a part of that I was like, what's happening? But then when I got grabbed, I was like, oh
yeah, this is what's happening. All right, you all make your way toward the meadery. It's not to get to the meadery portion. A meadery itself is not as far as going all the way back to Belladonna's house. It's kind of at the edge of the land closest to the village of Barovia, so it's only like a little 30-minute walk down to the meadery. Belladonna, it's your meadery. Describe that meadery for me.
I've been waiting. I'm gonna do this part also, like with the bee thing. I can't do the whole spiel with the accent, so we're all gonna pretend
Okay.
like this is vaguely Eastern European. She brings you to the Ouroboros meadery. It is a large wooden structure that doesn't have the path doesn't quite lead up to it. The path is nearby, and it is in the center of a meadow, not far off. You can see it is a safe walk, but it doesn't touch the path, and you can see it's because the entrance seems to be offset. And as she explains to you that the primary bees used at the Ouroboros meadery are carpenter bees. They eat away at one end of the structure. And as they tear away at the structure, eating the wood, and the honeycomb is harvested and it is destroyed, the rest of the building is built up around it to follow suit. And when it needs to be torn down and a new room is built up, the festival we've just missed because of all of the excitement is called the Biting of the Tail, and it is honor of what was it, Sir Von Smiley, where everybody gets to take whatever weapons they have, whatever frustration they have from the year, and use it all together to tear down the remnants here at the last little bit of the tail and build up the new parts for the nest for the next season. And it happens at the peak of winter every year.
That's cool as hell.
So there's a bunch of debris everywhere currently. It's very disheveled, but everybody is in extremely good spirits, and there's a lot of guests around. So it'll be very, very busy at this time of year.
Would you say?
Is there anything you would like to see?
Yeah.
Or DM, please, yes.
I was just going to ask, do you think it's busy right now? Do you think it's relatively occupied? Do you think it's relatively shut down because it's not quite like noon yet? Like, what is it?
I think the meadery is literally always busy. There are jobs that need to be done 24/7. There are people there all through the night to make sure there's never ever a freeze so that no bees go into like hibernation or like, so there's clerics and druids. There is always a cycle of people around. And again, right next to the festival, Pink of Winter, this is a time to stay busy building. So there are a lot of people running around doing like construction.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, all that construction. Patrons not as present quite now. It's middle of the workday for whatever labors people do to help this town survive. But plenty of bodies, plenty of stuff going on. I leave it to y'all because it's the three of you in this meadery.
Do you have a sound plate like the other place?
Yes, I'm sure around here somewhere there is sound plate. We don't have a lot of the fun technology of big city out here because things are getting moved around quite often. But I think in center of garden there is large gazebo. That is the only thing that never ever changes. And there is all of our entertainment tends to stay there.
So Mwezi-Mwezi's going to immediately go to the gazebo and find a record and dance because he really wanted to.
That's very sweet.
Give me. I'll let you two decide between the two of you. Who wants to roll to see the type of record that Mwezi-Mwezi puts on?
You feel free, please. Anybody picking fun stuff to do, feel free to also ad-lib some of that with me. I got to make this up, so take control of whatever little parts you like.
I will roll. Just like a luck check. That's what I'll offer you. That is an 8.
All right, 8. Hold on. Where are you? I have different little music bits. There we go.
Yes.
So
Excellent.
more in the current style of modern Barovian music is this plate. You know, the hoppin' new stuff that the kids are into.
It was really about the moving. It was music and he couldn't move.
Yeah, Esther.
Esther will come join you. Esther like try to do like a little twirl, but she's definitely like way shorter, I would assume. So
Belladonna will dance a little bit now that we're not so much safer here.
Yeah.
And we'll groove a bit.
Well, you work.
This is what your path of sin has led you, Scratch.
So, while all of you are grooving, back in a damp clay and earth floored, rotting wooden pillars, straining under the weight of a wooden ceiling, candle lit undercroft or basement, Scratch finds themselves in the immediate grasp of a young man with younger-ish, mid-30s, younger than Steve Buscemi, who's never been a day under 55 in his entire life. With mouth agape, fangs open, ready to pull Scratch into a bite. The initial initiative roll was if there was going to be any chance for you to catch Steve Buscemi. Now this is initiative for combat, Scratch. So give me your combat initiative.
13.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 17 plus. No, 18 plus. What's my dex? 3, 21. All right, Scratch. I need you. I'm gonna attack here. Mm-hmm. Oof. Oh, here, let me put on the super serious battle music. You did this, Triple A.
Yes. Yes,
this is
I
your
did.
battle music.
I'm so gratified right now. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Scratch, I need
I
you.
literally can't be mad because I did Strahd's voice, so
Yeah.
we all
Strahd
have
will
we all have
forever
some
sound-
blame for some of these things.
We all share the credit.
Scratch. What is your current AC? I think it's 19. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So let's do a
Artificer, baby. I haven't even got my level 3 armor or shit yet.
I don't think that hits. It does not. Okay, I need you to roll me a athletics or acrobatics check, DC 13.
All right,
to
acrobatics.
prevent from him holding onto his grapple.
13.
It meets it, beats it. All right, he is going to try and attack you again because you got out of his first grapple. And that's a 3 on the die, so he misses. And his shaggy brown hair kind of like, funnily enough, both you and he have the same like night reflective eye thing glowing on. You're just a cat, so it's fine, and he's not.
Did you say glowing on? Because that was amazing.
Yeah, I think I did. I think that is, and that's a good. That
it was
is a
an
good turn of
accident. You were just blessed by an angel with a little gift
and with
in
a
your
little
mouth.
word gift in my mouth. And I love it when angels put gifts in my mouth. No, this is very scary. One of your party's alone, and there's a bad guy in there. Shaggy brown hair, just baggy eyes, torn kind of tunic, fingernails grown long, not especially claw-like, claw-like, just overgrown, grown, teeth bared, hissing. I can smell your blood. What?
Is he hot?
I mean, for Scratch, probably, yeah, he's probably hot. Probably hot.
And Scratch doesn't mind the vampires. You know, she got a little thing for that.
Yeah.
So.
I can smell your blood.
Keep talking like that, you're gonna be eating more than my blood.
Immediately, his face, entire energy changes to what? It is your turn, Scratch.
All right. If I were to run from where I'm at, would that be an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I want to do a shocking grasp. At the same time, regardless of whether it hits or not, I just kind of Scratch is assessing if she can take this guy or she should run.
Okay.
So that is a 13 to hit.
You apply your shocking grasp, and he winces a little bit away before it happens, but then manages to just dodge out. Give me insight check, Scratch.
All right. Insights. 16.
I think because you're, Scratch, so you're kind of always kind of halfway turned on by nature, and because you're not into. I think you can kind of see through this. He's got a lot of snarly energy. Maybe it's because you're Tabaxi. You can see he's got a lot of fear in him too. Like this is not Strahd von Zarovich. Firstly, he doesn't have the beautiful dulcet tones of Strahd von Zarovich, and secondly, this is not something oozing. This is like feral animal energy kind of coming at you.
Gotcha.
But with the end of that, we cut back to. Oh, go
on.
That was just my action. Yeah. Bonus actions or
yes,
or movement. Sorry.
So, didn't land the shocking grasp. Whatever. I'm gonna try and run anyway. So I'm gonna activate feline agility, which doubles my movement speed, and I'm gonna take the opportunity attack and just try and book it out because he seems like he probably can't go out in the daytime.
Certainly not. He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm assuming.
That's how vampires work. They can't go out in the daytime.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a Scratch nose. Anyway. So.
Give me a... oh, no. I have to attack. So he's going to go for an opportunity attack. I'm going to have you roll this AAA run. Give me a D20 roll plus 6.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh, should I take a picture of this? Because I got a nat 1.
Nat 1. You don't have to take a picture. He goes to claw for you, but his hesitation, his fear, slows him enough. Wasn't prepared for you to move as fast. He's used to mammals like human ape-based mammals, and they're lack of dexterity. He's not
Stretch
used to
does one of those
Tabaxi.
like little springy jumps, like those evasive like that.
And reaches through. You have movement to get to the doorway, the cellar door that you went in. In the time that it took, you are definitely on the other side of what you now assume is to be, based off of the sound of wood sliding against wood, a wooden barred pair of cellar doors. You hear the slide, and you hear Steve Buscemi kind of grunt a little bit.
Bastard.
And so you have a bonus action left. I will let you take a bonus action to attempt to open those doors.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that. I assume that's a strength check.
Yep, athletics.
Athletics. All right. Yeah, either way, -1.
Or you could use a skill about it, or an ability about it if you have one. But
let me skim my spells real quick.
I'm basically giving you sort of a free extra regular action due to the nature of how truly unfair it would be to put you in a room with a vampire spawn by yourself at level 2.
Yeah. I don't have anything.
How are we supposed to know that we couldn't trust a man picking our friend up at the bar?
In Barovia, no less.
In Barovia.
But that's the thing, I figured like, oh, maybe it's fine here.
I mean, it's Steve Buscemi. He's a volunteer firefighter.
Right?
He was there. He's there. Boots on the ground. 9/11 rescue expert. Steve Buscemi's fallen so far in Barovia.
Okay, so I'm going to say no on the bonus action, or no. I'm just going to go with. I rolled an 11, so a 10 for the athletics check. I'm just going to go with that for the bonus action. I do have something in mind, but I'll do it. It's a spell, so I'll just do action next turn. Yeah.
All right. Go on.
Scratches. I'm Scratch's double move away, so I figure maybe I should be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Back
to the meadery. You all are dancing to this wonderful song in there. It's been several minutes. I'm sure Belladonna people, this happens every time you're in the meadery, unless it gets relatively late at night. Because you're there, suddenly everybody seems to not be able to make decisions for themselves. And they keep asking you, like, should I do this? What do you think about this? Can I do this? In so many things. And they know how to do it. You're not in the meadery all the time, and the thing doesn't burn to the ground. You've trained them, but you're here. And so they interrupt you with various little bits and bobs of business. But I'm gonna have you roll a perception check.
Uh, 12.
12. Business is as normal.
Fantastic, not bad.
Yeah. Business is as normal. Esther and Mwezi-Mwezi, people keep distracting Belladonna, and she gets pulled away a little bit for answering these questions. Other than dancing, do you do anything else? Do you solo wander around the meadery?
For sure. Just having a little look around, seeing some folks, seeing some things.
I'll go. Yeah. I'll follow Sister Esther.
They're gonna occasionally keep calling you Ethel. The instinct is there. They're the same name. Ethel and Esther are so close.
No. They're old lady names.
Esther, you and Mwezi-Mwezi are approached by a person that sees you sees Esther, eyes go wide, and then immediately approaches and drops to their knees in genuflection in front of Esther. And this woman, close to your age, Esther, definitely an older woman, begins fully wail crying, just, oh, please, please tell me you've come back to bring the blessing of the morning, Lord. Please, please, my husband and my 6 sons and daughters are all catched ill right now. You are clearly a sign that he has returned to us.
Where is your family in this moment?
They're back at the house. In the village, they are all too ill to make it down to the meadery. I felt so guilty. I needed a moment away. It was too sad and too stressful, and I was feeling my guilt within the morning. Lord, he sends me a sign. You are here. Oh, this must be a good omen. They don't ever happen.
I'm gonna cast a little bit of light on myself, so I'm extra glowy about it. And be like, I'm sure I could help at least 2 of your family members in this moment. Please, lead the way. I would love to share the blessing of the Thandar.
Bless you. And she kind of grips your vestments to kind of get up on, she climbs
Just
up
fall
a little
over
bit
on the floor with her.
And she's like,
I'll help her up.
I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh, thank you. My family is this way. I need to. And then she starts reaching into her pocket, just throws a few copper onto the table that she was at, for the mead that she was drinking. Do
Can
you all?
Esther low-key pocket it?
Yeah, you can slide a hand in.
Walking past the table, just slide them in.
Slide a hand, Esther.
Yeah, perfect. I don't think I'm very good at this, actually.
You have a
All the
-1 to
better,
dex.
all the more interesting.
It's a base 12 plus sleight of hand is a -1, so an 11.
11. Mwezi, what is your passive perception?
11.
Okay. No one else inherently catches this because they're not expecting friends of Belladonna to just steal things from tables. But Mwezi, because you're close and you can see it, you catch that Esther just scoops those coins back up.
It's her payment for being a cleric.
Mwezi does that. Clearly, there's a reason.
Yeah.
We love a relatively good character that's naive enough to let bad things happen around them. Do you all
It's
grab?
the perfect addition to every single party.
Do you all call out for Belladonna because this woman is going to lead you back to the village?
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't just.
Yeah,
Go away.
it's if I'll get away from the people asking me questions by playing the game that I usually play once they've asked me too many questions, which is I'll answer a question if they drink from one of my vials, and you never know what's in them. It could be a tea, it could be mead, it could be poison, it could be paint, water. Belladonna doesn't know, but that's the risk you take if you ask too many stupid questions.
Good little school.
Physical representation of how dumb this is that you're doing this.
And like the many times in the past, they take that as the signal to stop bothering you. And
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And all of them kind of get back to their daily tasks, and all of the 3 of you head back toward the village of Barovia, and this to help so Esther can help this woman's, at least 2 members of this woman's family, feel a little bit healthier. Back in the basement, Scratch. back in the basement. There it is. Gotta keep the tone right with the music cues. Back in the basement, Scratch. You did effectively, because you are Tabaxi, on a move action, you can move faster than this person and farther, more importantly. But the distance doesn't quite get you fully out of range of their move plus dash. So this vampire man scrambles after you, not so much on all fours as much as they are recklessly moving themselves forward and sometimes stumble and then just push off on one hand and then get themselves back to running. Full bloodthirst, screaming at this point at you, but they have to use their dash action to close on you. So though if you try and move again, they might get an attack of opportunity. No bitey this turn at least. And it is your turn. It is your go.
All right. So I am going to... Scratch is so sad that she has to use her tat already. So overnight, Scratch tattooed on herself a spell rot thunder wave. Jesus, it just tramp stamp, on her lower back.
Twisted all the way around and just started working on herself. As cat do. So she takes a moment. We can call this free action, bonus action, doesn't matter. But just takes a moment to can she tell if Steve is still on the other side, fucking snickering and barring the door? He's not laughing anymore. You just heard him grunt when he put in the thing. He's probably walked off at this point. And
that's too bad. It'd be really convenient if he was still there. But regardless, she uses her tattoo. It glows, and she casts Thunder Wave, and then the tattoo dissipates.
All right, door can't save from Thunder Wave. Roll damage.
All right,
it's a door. It's you're casting it at quite literally a plane. You can't miss it.
Yeah, that's a good roll too. 12.
Our hit points was 10 for the door, and with the lock on it or the bar on it, the wood of the two doors splinters out and explodes, and you hear a satisfying as you didn't catch him in it. But now there's been an exploded door behind him, so Steve Buscemi on the next round is gonna be running. As you explode the door, that was your action, Scratch.
I am dashing out to catch up to. I know I can't do anything, but I want to catch up to him.
Well, that was your action. Do you have a bonus action dash? Is that part of your feline agility, or?
So feline agility is just kind of, it's a free action. I've used it, and I can't use it again until I don't move for one turn.
Okay, so...
But I can still, I can't dash. Yeah, so, but I can, I want to move...
Your full 35 or whatever it is of movement.
Yeah.
You definitely can't do anything, but you are right behind Steve Buscemi on this. But I am going to do an attack of opportunity upon you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have you roll it again. Triple A run, roll me that D20, add 6.
Same die this time. Come on. That's 24 to hit, which definitely beats my 19.
Yeah, that's going to hit. Scratch, you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Across your leg as you just move out of this creature's grasp. Give me a perception roll as you're running out.
Alrighty.
From this.
That is... Wait, where's my perception? There it is, +3. 22.
You look back and you realize that the light of day in Barovia touched this vampire's hand. This vampire spawn's hand when they reached to scratch you, and you didn't see any kind of sizzle or physical reaction.
That's not good.
But the vampire did retreat backward a little bit, or is retreating backward a little bit. Okay. Not out of concern for the daylight, and then you look up and you're like, oh, there is no sun in Barovia. Even in the daytime, a vampire can go where it wants. And everything as you breathe down the neck of Steve Buscemi, not in the way you were planning to just moments ago. We're gonna roll into Steve Buscemi's next action because it's gonna very much define what happens when we cut to the other group. Steve Buscemi goes, looks back at you, and is like, "Sweetie, no, it was just a prank. We were just having a little bit of fun. You can leave me, but I've got an appointment to make." And they start running. Do you attack of opportunity, Steve Buscemi?
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, okay, I know it was a perception, not an insight, but did the vampire give any indication that it was retreating, or if it was just like surprised that it's going to be coming out any second?
I think that with the 22, the body language doesn't, it like broke the effort of propellants in that moment. So it's no longer, like, it was full body scrambling, and immediately that stalled the moment you busted open the thing, and it scratched you, but then it did not, like, reach out. It didn't try to grab you or hold you down. It doesn't look like it's looking to progress forward. So I'd say that you don't know if it's just being hesitant out of instinct, or if maybe it's not going to pursue you.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me see. I'm just going to do regular unarmed attack. I want to do shove, but I don't have the rules up in front of me right now. So, just regular unarmed attack.
Okay.
Or can I do shocking grasp as a opportunity attack? Or
no, you have to take a feat for that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So claws. That's a 6 to hit.
That does not hit good old Steve, as he books it full movement and action away from you. And are you going to continue to pursue Steve?
Oh yeah. Oh, he's dead.
I assumed as much. Okay.
He is not getting away alive. Yeah.
How tenacious would you say Scratch is about pursuing Steve?
At this moment, it's the only thing on her mind.
Okay. Scratch, would it be fair to say, chases Steve for, like, continues to hunt Steve for several minutes?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I've been fighting people all my life. I can do this all day.
Yep. It is shocking how fast Steve Buscemi is. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but a bit of anger and the fact that he did just manhandle you perfectly fine. He was able to pick you up perfectly fine. It's like, obviously his bone, he's that rawhide leather strong, where there's no bulk. It's all just bones and sinew muscle, and that's it. Certainly.
Yeah.
That must be what's going on. As Steve Buscemi leads you running in happenstance in the same direction that Belladonna, Mwezi-Mwezi, Esther, and some woman are coming up. In the distance, you all can see Steve Buscemi first, just form sprinting, just like he's competing in Olympic track, form sprinting, carrying a small bag of something in one hand, other hand still sprinting, and then a bit behind him,
Scratch is on all fours, claws out, bushy tail,
full chasing him.
Yep. Murder in her eyes.
I would like to, as casually as possible, trip Steve Buscemi.
As he approaches? Okay, I'm going to need you to roll a stealth check, not to hide, but to be not like an obvious obstacle to Steve Buscemi. This is our version. This is Barovia's version of the Shia LaBeouf song.
The 17. And yeah, that's exactly the vibe I was getting. I was like, this is actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf, and I'm here for it.
Hell yeah.
Steve Buscemi does not. He clocks you, but he feels like he's got a good pace. He's in his runner's high right now, so he's got all the energy in the world, and so he clocks you, and he doesn't think that that you're going to be a problem. A bit of overconfidence. Give me a D20 roll, Courtney, with, and then you're gonna, or give me a D20 roll and tell me what the raw
Just a
number
flat
is.
D20?
This is Steve Buscemi's save for being tripped.
Got a wood chipper with his name on it.
It's a 12.
It's not a particularly high. What is your normal magical save? Is it 14, 15, or 16? 14.
14.
At exactly a 14 in this form, Steve Buscemi manages to, he stumbles over your foot, and it would slow him down for scratch, but suddenly you see that he casts some kind of spell, like a quick kind of hand gesture and vocalization, and he starts levitating up into the air.
Then when I see the stumble happen, I'm going to try to grab and tackle Steve Buscemi.
All right, give me an athletics. And then Esther, after that, you can also try to do something to Steve Buscemi.
12.
12. Okay, give me another athletics check for me. Just flat D20. Tell me what the number is.
8.
All right. You, Mwezi-Mwezi, you got him grappled, but not in like a clean way, where you managed to grab his ankle and keep him from floating away. Esther, Mwezi-Mwezi's got him held kind of like a kite or a balloon, just by the ankle, and everything. Belladonna has tripped him. Is there anything that you do in this like immediate moment?
Guidance is I'll just give Mwezi-Mwezi guidance, and see, and choose a skill. I'll say whatever the athletics to keep him grappled is, right? And you can add a D4 to that.
Okay.
That seems helpful.
Steve Buscemi, this is wild. All right, grappled.
The stuff before wasn't wild. Some of this was already pretty wild.
This is.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I've gotten ahead of my skis on this one, and I'm just trying to quickly figure out how I'm going to play this. Because just because it's a bit didn't mean I didn't immediately have a cute idea about it. Okay, Steve Buscemi, grappled, held aloft in the air, levitate kind of gently tugging against it, but Mwezi-Mwezi's got him in hand. Belladonna tripped him. This gives you time, Scratch, to catch up to Steve Buscemi with the ability to take an action. So just your movement has been used to close. You have action and bonus action.
All right. So let's see. Is he immobile, or can he still like dodge and stuff?
He is restrained, but and so he's disadvantaged on like dex and like physical saves. He can kind of dodge a little bit, but if you did something that was like a cone, he wouldn't be able to get out of it.
Okay, but I guess what I'm asking, do I get an advantage on like attacks on him or no?
Yeah, you would get an advantage on an attack.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna firebolt him.
All right, roll with advantage.
All right. 15?
15 hits Steve Buscemi. Roll that damage.
That was with I rolled a 7 and a 9.
Woof.
All right, that is 3.
3. You light him up, you singe him, certainly.
All right. And then I'm just, as I do this, I'm like, he tried to feed me to a fucking vampire. The message is clear. Help me kill this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm
just waiting for Steve to tell me I'm allowed to roll initiative and beat this guy to death.
Well, you're next.
Yeah.
You're next.
But it seems like...
Yeah, Belladonna, go.
Okay.
Shillelagh! Just take the bottle out.
Shillelagh, bottle in
Take
hand.
me the bottle.
Swing that bottle, and you get advantage if you attack him, because Shillelagh's bonus, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Baldur's Gate tells me.
Baldur's Gate is always right.
That's right.
Oh, I love it when the dice graphic lands over the
Right? Then you have to wait for it to dissolve.
Well, no, it dissolved at the same time as the banner, so I didn't see what my
Your
roll
advantage was at 18.
Yay! Thank
Okay,
you.
that is.
And 18. It's 10 damage.
A lot more than 3.
Yeah, it's a lot more than 3.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi.
My shillelagh don't fuck around. It's the merch, remember?
Steve Buscemi takes that blow very hard. Ow! Why?
No.
I mean, I was sure you were tough enough to get out of it. Mwezi-Mwezi, it is your turn next, and then Esther, and then Scratch again.
This guy's taking a beating.
I'm mainly going to try to knock him out. I think with just like some type of like kind of bashing him down. So what would that be?
You just attack him physically. You're just doing it to non-lethally do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense for Mwezi-Mwezi too.
Sorry. Okay. That is a 23.
23 hits.
For 5 damage.
5 damage. He's looking pretty screwed up. Steve Buscemi doesn't look durable on his best of days. And he's pretty bruised and battered at this point, but he is still conscious. He's like, bad dog. Bad dog. No, I shouldn't be mean to dogs. That's a terrible... Esther, it's your go.
I will non-lethal with my shifting mace. 16.
16 hits.
Perfect. 5.
5 more damage. He looks so rough, like he looks very bloodied at this point, but he is just not dropping unconscious. He keeps pushing and he keeps pushing off on you, trying to get away, but he can't quite as he takes this, and he's like, now the old broad is attacking me? You all act like I did something terrible. I just tried to make a buck. And it is Scratch. It is your turn.
Quick mechanical question. When we leveled up, did we also get the equivalent of a long rest or no?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured.
You got whatever hit points you normally would add. Those came to you. but
Right,
you didn't heal up. For
I
any
didn't get
damage.
spell slots back or anything.
mhm.
Okay. That was the key thing. So yeah, because I'm down to cantrips. That's fine. Let me see. Yeah, so Scratch is gonna basically like leap up. Basically get. Wait, where's he at now? Is he on the ground?
He's still kind of hovering, unless
Hovering
Mwezi-Mwezi is
okay,
pinning
yeah,
him.
restrained. So Scratch is gonna try and like basically like leap up onto him and like shocking grasp claw his face. So that's not gonna hit. Probably
With advantage?
10. Oh, with advantage. Right. Thank God for that. Okay, that's better. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Yeah.
All right, and then damage is 11 because of the plus 1d4 minus 1 with the claws.
All right, you hit him. Scratch. Everyone, give me a perception check
All right,
on old Steve as you're hitting him.
14.
Well,
Natural
22.
20.
Oh,
look at Esther being all observant.
Not as observant as Mwezi-Mwezi. We're looking. The two of us, we're seeing.
So things flicker a little bit on Scratch's hit. You can see that he recoils in pain, like he would from a shocking grasp. But something gently flickers, and Esther, you really catch this. Gone is Steve Buscemi's hair, and sort of like bulging, iguana-like eyes, and Don Nazian themed lower jaw, and in its place is a very sharp featured man with a long mustache, a pointed goatee, and bald head for just a little bit. Looks a little bit like your second husband. Are all men gonna look like someone that has previously married Esther? Probably. A little bit like your second husband, but then the Steve Buscemi appearance comes back, and I just need to make sure I can do this. Because I do not remember the rules of this spell. All right, Esther, I need you to make a D4 roll and add 1 to it, please.
2.
All right. That very confusing look happens. And then I'm going to need everyone here to make me a perception check. A perception check. And the only way that this can succeed is if one of you, if you get an nat 20 on it.
Not me.
Nope.
4.
Aw.
Can't.
Okay. Oh, 7.
Yeah. When in the breadth of you seeing this, Esther, he flickers, appears back as Steve Buscemi, and then he's just gone. Belladonna, Mwezi-Mwezi, Scratch, he's gone.
Do I smell him?
You smell that he was just there,
Okay.
but you don't smell anything else unique or anything like that.
Scratch like looks back and forth, and when she sees that he's definitely not around, she like immediately looks at Belladonna, just like,
Well, that takes care of that, I guess. Maybe we go back to farm and sleep before we take next leg of our adventure. That was You know,
That sounds
picking
like
up men in bars is very 50-50.
yeah. Yeah. Believe it or not, that's not the first time something like that's happened to me.
I
But
didn't think that it would from the way that you handled it. You seemed experienced. No offense.
none taken. I appreciate that. But yeah, let's I think a night in at the farm sounds good.
Well, it's about 1:00.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I
In the daytime.
don't know how long it takes to get places. How
Yeah, it's
long we're
about one
doing
o'clock.
stuff.
There is that.
Right.
There is that
We still
funeral
have-
you're supposed to show up to.
We still have all these social obligations to fulfill.
And Scratch, you were just attacked by a vampire under the church that's going to hold the funeral.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, the funeral that we're about to go to in like what, an hour or two, I think. So we were gonna hook up under there, and he fucking pushed me into the arms of a vampire and then locked me down in the basement. So the church has vampires, I guess. Something to be aware of for the
sounds not
funeral.
Right. Ugh.
Yeah.
Why? Just one thing cannot go well. Ugh.
How long do we have until the funeral?
Couple hours.
Okay, I
See-
guess we go take care of
We
that
must go
now.
find it.
Before civilians get in there, yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
And so,
Yeah.
with that, and the fact that there's something else to deal with in Barovia before you get to move on, we
Isn't
leave.
that the whole jive?
It's the whole game.
the
It's
whole-
just
the whole
bad
thing.
thing after another. Esther,
Just things keeping us in Barovia. That's
Scratch
the big
in the
one.
village specifically. Esther, Scratch, Mwezi-Mwezi, and Belladonna turn back toward the village with determination on figuring out why the fuck is there a vampire under the church. Belladonna, you do not recall this being something that has come up since you have been living at said church. Not really. It's not like you hung out with Father Donovan that much. So much as, you know, you moved in, but you'd seen no hide nor hair of vampirism, and you've been kind of on the lookout for that recently. What happened to Steve Buscemi? Why did his face change? That was not the face of Strahd. Strahd. What's up with this vampire? And will Scratch ever get some? We will find out all of these next time. Not next time. Like, it's not like we're going to define all those answers in one session. But we'll find out
It's a lot
these
of prep.
in the next several sessions here on Curse of Strahd. But congratulations. You escaped the split up the party trap where I was like, I have to kill Scratch. Quick round because we're running a little late. You can, of course, find Triple Aaron, Player of Scratch, at Triple Aaron on YouTube. You can find Sunfye at Sunfye D&D or Sunfye Games. I can never remember.
D&D.
D&D. Sunfye D&D on the internet, on social media, primarily on TikTok. You can find Chimerror, Mwezi-Mwezi, at Chimerror. Or over on Blue Sky and some other sites sometimes whenever you look around. And what about you, Betty Buzzsaw? Where might people find you?
You can find me any other night.
Any other night? That's a high expectation. But until then, follow us at Dying of Exposure across social medias. We will be back again next week, ostensibly, with more of this. And if you need to catch up on episodes, always feel free to go to the YouTube, which is also Dying of Exposure, or youtube.com/Dying of Exposure, because I got in there before they all had the @ symbols. Until next time, bye, everyone.
Bye.